Welcome back. It's your boy, me, with another update. Number 3, third update. Got a coffee. Delicious. I went to Munich. I've been to Munich a couple of times now. It's beautiful. We met up with Sabrina, who was one of Ina's friends. Oh man, it was hot. Uncomfortably so. I longed for death. We tried out this a vegan kebab. Kebabs they're very different here in Germany. Like, I guess in England, you think of kebabs as being, well, drunk food is, I guess, the best word. Whereas kebabs, I don't know, it felt more of a cuisine, I guess you could say. Maybe not. But no, it was really good. It was delicious. It was crispy and like, it wasn't stodgy. And maybe that's because it was vegan. Because I have had kebabs from Munich before that weren't vegan, like before my vegan time, which were stodgy but a lot nicer than the English ones. But no, yeah, it was fit. Yeah, and we went around, just chill by the river, get yourself some cold drinks, go chill by the river. And the good thing about that river is you can just go in it. It's not filthy, and the current's not too strong, so you can just go in and swim, putting your feet in the water and just, burning under the sun. We stayed a couple of nights. The next day, so we went out to work, so Ina and I just went in to Munich again ourselves, and we had lunch at this place called
You're a parcel mouth. Why didn't you tell us?
It's called Siggy's. I remembered it. I didn't look it up. It was really nice. I had these American pancakes, vegan obviously, American pancakes. Oh, it's mega sweet. Ugh, mega sweet. I kind of regret it because, there's not that many places you can get good American pancakes. There was a place in Manchester called Moose Cafe. They did great pancakes, but obviously not vegan, so I couldn't go there anymore. So I was just craving some pancakes. So I got some pancakes, but it was so incredibly sweet. And then Ina got some falafel thing, and obviously what I would describe as an actual healthy lunch, whereas I just got sweet, basically sugary. The pancakes with maple syrup and some berries and powdered sugar all over the place, and it's just like, right, okay. No nutrients, just vibes.
We're reaching the end of our Munich trip. I have a spot. We've eaten. It's rained. It was a delicious poke bowl.
This past week, it's slowed down a lot. I'm still waiting on stuff to hear about my health insurance, which is, again, like I mentioned previously, this big question mark. Like, can I? Because I'm English. Like, do I belong here? It's there were these questions. Like, 'cause obviously I'm unemployed. I don't really know too much about it, so I've taken a bit of a back seat. So I don't actually know that much about it, to be honest. So, and again, touching on my previous video where it's like, yes, move to another country, but obviously if I had to do this on my own, figure out all this health insurance stuff, then no. But yeah, all the stuff came down below. The boxes have arrived. Obviously there's more down there, but there's the Mac's not arrived either, so it's a question mark. Turns out there wasn't any additional kind of tax or anything like that, and all this kind of jazz, which is what I was worried about. But ultimately, no, it was perfectly fine. Worried about nothing, as per usual. So yeah, that's all. That's another thing that's kind of done. We looked at flats, some nice looking flats. We don't know what kind of money we're in, but we're looking at kind of the same price range roughly as what we were paying in Manchester. Seems to make the most sense. Obviously there's going to be an element of unknown, and that's not something that scares me really, because I know I'll figure it out, and that's generally the kind of philosophy I've taken. I've lived this long, and I've done a million things that were brand new to me, and I've figured them out eventually. Some of those times, it hasn't been the best of times, but a lot of those times I was alone. And that's kind of how I'm approaching this now, is that regardless of how difficult the way ahead may be, I know that if I'm ever going to try these difficult things, that I'm in a place with the person who I will find it the easiest. Yeah, I got before we left, I wanted to buy 500 euros in cash, just in case. Obviously, we were going to transfer the rest because obviously it's not economical to buy euros in that sense. So I bought 500 euros from the post office, travel money, and so I think I spent £505 and I got 580 euros. So you ordered them same day, so obviously we were in Chorlton. I ordered them to the Chorlton post office and I thought, alright, okay, they can be collected after 3 p.m, which is fine. So I thought, right, okay, we've got time. We went into town, did a few extra bits that we needed to do, because obviously this was the day before we were going to fly, so yeah, I should have planned better, but it worked out in the end. We'll get there. And I thought, all right, okay, I'll just buy some. We can pick up later today. We've got some other stuff, and we ended up spending too long in town. I think it was gone 4 o'clock. I think 4:30. And annoyingly, the post office closes at I think 4:30. And so we couldn't pick up our money, which was not good because we were flying the next day, and we were leaving the flat at I think 7 a.m. and the post office doesn't open again until I think 9. So that was completely out of the question. I emailed them and was like, right, okay, can I get this money back, please? And then I thought, I'm also going to call them just in case. And so I called them, and the guy was fine. You call up expecting some kind of argument, some kind of fight, and so you're like, all right, I'm gonna say this. If he comes out with me this, I'm gonna say this. And then you kind of construct this whole like argument in your head, and then you call up and say, all right, can I have my money back, please? Yeah. Okay, yeah, it's fine. I'll do that. Okay. You kind of, the wind is taking out your sails a little bit, and it's just like, right, okay, well, thank you for being helpful then. Yeah. You say in an angry voice. And yeah, and obviously he processed the refund that day, and I think the money didn't hit my account for another week, but still. And obviously this was the 30th of July, 2 days ago, wasn't it? Or I say 2 days ago. Yeah, 2 days ago. It was 2 days. It was 2 days ago. 18th of August. As I get a response from post office from the email that I sent. We can't even help you with this query. I'm like, right, okay, so it's taken you over 2 weeks to respond to my email, and you can't even help. So that was really helpful. Luckily, I'd ordered the money back. That was all fine. I got a new monitor because I was using a Wacom. So a Wacom is this thing. So it's not strictly speaking a monitor, it's a drawing pad. And obviously artists use it to draw digitally. It's an interface with like Photoshop and stuff like that, so you can do that kind of stuff. But I was using it as a monitor, but it wasn't great. So I got a new monitor, and it's all fancy and stuff. Yeah, also reminding me, part of my German lessons, this bad boy here. It's 1,000 most common German words. So obviously, with other stuff I'm doing, I've got Rosetta Stone, learning the 1,000 most common German words. And yeah, it just goes on like that. So it's like, it's these little filler words that make up the most of any language. Obviously, when you hear a sentence, and this is the problem you have with learning a new language, at least in my experience, is that you hear a sentence in another language and you can't make out the different words. It sounds like noise. I think I'm overcomplicating this explanation, but that should help learning the language. And that's it. Well, thank you for tuning in again. if you do have any questions, let me know. But yeah, thanks for tuning in. Stay tuned. Next week, next Friday is when I plan to release these every time. However, this episode is brought to you by procrastination, because I was meant to do this yesterday, but I didn't. And so I'm having to do it, record it and edit it all on the same day. So that's going to be great. But yeah. Okay, so I think that's enough.
Splashy, splashy. Blah, 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 blah.